Shōgun, episode 9, now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so episode 9 of Shōgun is now officially out for you guys to go and check out. The second last episode of the series. We only have one more to go next week. Just one. This has flown by. It is crazy how quickly this has gone by. And every single week, they seem to up it even more. And what I loved about this episode is this feels like this was the perfect way to set up that final episode. This has all been building to one big moment that's going to happen, and you can feel it. And this episode was the one where the tensions were at the tipping point. We were at that edge where it's like one more thing that happens could tip the scales, and just mayhem could be happening at any moment. So this episode just again surprises you left, right, and center. That ending, man, was just so unexpected. So unexpected. So let's get into this episode and let's talk about a few things that happen in the episode. And firstly, the scene where we're in Osaka and Toranaga's not there yet. Toranaga's not in this episode at all. He doesn't appear at all. But we're in Osaka and we are there. Everyone is gathered. You have the Region of Council there. The Council Regents. They're all there as well. Lady Ochiba is there as well. And then you have Anji, who comes up first and is like, I want to pledge myself to being, your sailor. The person that can go out there and do your bidding and stuff like that on the seas. They obviously reject it. And then we have Mariko come in. And she stands on business, man. Mariko in this episode stands on business. That whole scene where she's sitting there and she's going back and forth with them, not stepping down at all, was just incredible. Like, the performances were outstanding. The tension building, the way it was shot, everything about that scene oozed just world-class filmmaking. It was superb. And I was sitting there, I was like, dude, this tension is building. I can feel it. Especially between Mariko and Lady Ochiba. Like, those two there. That tension between them two, the relationship that has fallen apart, where they were basically sisters and now has drifted apart. You could feel the tension between them two and them two moving chess pieces left, right, and center. And this is where Mariko gives the ultimatum, where it's like, yo, you either let me go or you don't. You keep me prisoner. And so we have this moment where she then walks to the gates of Osaka, that she's trying to leave because she's like, I have to go back to Toranaga because he's my lord and that's what he, told me to do. That's his orders. And I have to do that. I have to abide by that. Then we get this bloodbath scene where the samurais start fighting each other, which was cool. And then Mariko gets involved as well, and she starts doing it. And you could just feel everything, all the emotional weight, everything about it. And then when she says, you're not going to let me through, I can't fulfill my duty, which means I now must kill myself. And I'm sitting there like, wait, what? No way. So then we get the scene where she is going to kill herself. And obviously she asked one of the regents to come and be her second, which is basically like she's going to do what Ome did in the last episode where she kills herself, basically, and then they come through and slice the head off. But he never showed. So as they're getting ready, Anji's there and he steps up and he's like, I'll be your second. And he's willing to take this responsibility on. After they have a deep conversation about it, how he's like, maybe just live for me instead. They have that deep conversation. Then it gets to that moment. The tension is just, I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, are they actually going to kill her? Like, I'm someone that hasn't read the book and I haven't seen the older show. I haven't seen that. So I have no idea. I'm completely and utterly blind at this point. But I'm sitting there like, are they actually going to kill her right now? Is this how she dies? One of the best characters in the show? Is this really how she's going to go out? And I was like, this is pretty bold. Obviously, it doesn't happen because Ishido comes in and he's like, yo, I'm going to let you go then. Here's your permits. You can go in the morning and that. And so you're all thinking, okay, Sweet. So she's going to go back. This is all going to happen. And then we're like, well, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen with the whole Crimson Sky? Because that's what this episode is called. This episode is called Crimson Sky. We've had mention of it in previous episodes about what it is. And then we get towards the end. So obviously Angie goes to see Mariko. They bed each other again. You can feel that relationship start to build even more. Like that, it's almost like destiny, fate has tied them together. Like they're meant to be together. So you have that. But then you have one of the most outrageous moments in the whole entire show. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so Crimson Sky, so this is where Lord Toranaga is going to come in and something's going to happen and he's going to start wiping people off. That's not the case by the looks of it. I mean, we don't know. I don't know if they, I don't think they are because it doesn't feel like it is. But then we get people let in and they start running through but it's only a small section where they attack. So they're almost like assassins here, ninja assassins. I mean, everything's better with ninja assassins, let's be real. So they come in and it is All Mate who is part of Toranaga's crew. The guy who has been there, the right-hand man, the one that's always jumping from side to side, the one that's always like, hey, I'm with you, Shiro. I'm with you, Lord Toranaga. Like, you know that guy. That guy's always jumping shit. He's the one that lets him in. So they're going through, and I'm like, okay. So at first I'm thinking, all right, this is Toranaga. He's men going through. He's going to wipe everyone out. This is the Crimson Sky. This is where he's going to wipe it out, and then there's going to be a big battle next one. That's not the case, because then they start attacking Mariko and Angie and those people. And so they get trapped into like this building. It was cool to see Angie use the pistol. Like he just absolutely, when he shot it through, grabbed Old Mate on the other side and then shot his face. I was like, bro, that's just so sick. But they get caught in this thing, and then they're like we're gonna blow it up. They're gonna blow this whole thing up. So Mariko stands at the door, and then basically it ends with the door exploding and her going. I don't know if she survives or not. I have no idea, because that's how it ends. And I'm sitting there like, okay, so they faked us out with her killing herself, but is this actually how she's going to die? Is this like the catalyst? This moment right here could be the catalyst for the final episode, for the big battle, for Lord Toranaga coming to Osaka to just battle it out. This could be the big moment. This could be that climactic moment where you're like, enough is enough. You've lost so many people onto the lead up. He's prepared himself here. He's taken his time. Now it's like everyone's death will not be in vain. He's going to come in and invade. So next week's episode, man, the finale is going to be bonkers, man. It's going to be huge. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how they end this. This episode was great again. Performances are just... I mean, just give him the awards, man. This is going to be one of the hardest. I think this is going to be one of the hardest Emmy seasons we've ever seen, because we're going to have Shōgun. We're going to have House of Dragons season 2. That is going to be an elite lineup who's going to win the most awards. So I'm interested to see how that's going to go. But let me know what you guys thought of episode 9. Did you guys enjoy it? Smash down the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.